Have you ever been afraid to admit that you were struggling with mental health?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, like what made you scared to admit that?
It's when you're trying to manage your thoughts and you don't know how they're going to come out. So you struggle a bit to process and to actually initiate a conversation. It's quite difficult.
Yeah.
But I feel like once it gets going, you can maybe get a bit easier.
I resonate with that as well. And
Yeah, sometimes I feel like once you start talking about it too, like it's much easier, but sometimes it feels like when you're at like rock bottom, it feels like you're completely alone and there's nobody else to speak to and nobody else feels the same. But once you actually open up, you realise like a lot of people feel the same way or like struggle with their own mental health kind of thing. Yeah,
that's true. And do you want to answer that as well? What do you think prevents people from opening up about, talking about their mental health struggles?
Admitting that they're struggling, because a lot of the time you have to put on this front that everything's okay.
Yes.
And actually reaching out for help is quite difficult too, and the fear of rejection if you open up. Yeah.
True. Thank you so much for that.
What was it?
Have you what stops people from opening up?
I feel like feeling like nobody else feels the same, and the help that you can get, it's always a long process. There's never a quick fix. You're in the situation for a long time, and it's like the help isn't there all the time when you need it, kind of thing.
Do you think people fear judgment when they are struggling with their mental health?
Yeah, they do. A lot of the time, conversations are just surface level. It doesn't go very deep. So to open up and people not to actually be listening, then it actually makes it a wee bit more difficult.
Yeah, agree.
I think there's a lot of fear around speaking about mental health anyway, and not knowing if anyone could help in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's just all really quite shaky. Like there's never really a quick outcome either. So I think that's just where the fear completely comes from, if I'm honest. Yeah.
Yeah. What's one thing you wish that you had heard when you were struggling with your mental health?
Just maybe that they're here for you.
Yeah.
Just as simple.
Yeah.
And that it's a safe space to actually talk about stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're here for you. It's a safe space. Those things kind of encourage you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just nicer when people dig deeper. You know what I mean? Like it's not just "Are you okay?" kind of thing. It's like they're actually here to listen to how you're feeling, or just like your thoughts that are in your head. Like if somebody takes the time to actually be interested in the situation, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is so vital. People actually showing genuine interest, not just "How are you? Are you okay?" Like what's wrong?
Yeah.
Like delving deeper into the
definitely,
conversation.
100%.
Yeah.
I think that helps a lot. Like having a support system or like somebody around you that that'll not judge you or will actually just sit there and listen. You can talk away and ramble, and then they'll just that they're actually taking it all in instead of just going over the top of their head, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I agree with that as well. And if you are struggling with your mental health, like who's the one person that you reach out to, or who do you reach out to in such an instance?
Everyone. I'm quite open about my mental health, if I'm honest. So if I'm having if I'm really struggling at a certain point in my life, I will definitely tell everyone and anyone that'll look at me, basically anyone that'll listen. But it's more about who actually does listen than telling them. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
True,
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Mostly my work buddies.
Okay. Work buddies. That's new.
My work buddies, yeah. Well, it's a bit different in my dynamic of work. It's more family than.
Oh, amazing. Because I know I've heard about a lot about friends and family, but we don't really hear about your work buddies being the first people you reach out to.
Yeah, I feel like we've created a little community at work, and it's the first place I would go.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so sweet to hear. What advice would you give to someone who was afraid to speak up?
I actually don't know.
You can think about it?
Yeah, let me think about it.
Okay. So what advice would you give to someone who was afraid to speak up?
the help is there, and eventually you're not going to get help until you reach out or speak to somebody, kind of thing. And it's baby steps. Even if the baby steps don't feel like they're getting you anywhere, eventually they will, kind of thing. And basically speak to anyone that's willing to listen, kind of thing, 100%. Even if you feel like you're being an edict and you're being a problem, you just need to make sure you talk about it, 100%.
Yeah, I believe that as well. I am with you 100%. Have you thought about something?
Taking the first step, because it's the initial I'm struggling that's really difficult, I think. And once you pass that, it gets a bit easier. I found that, I know this is dead random, but I know how you've got ChatGPT?
Yes.
I get advice from ChatGPT. And then it helps me communicate better, because I can't really process or manage my own thoughts. And then see if you have a conversation and they're totally unbiased as well. And then you have a conversation with your friends.
Oh, that's I'm actually hearing that for the first time, like that ChatGPT can be such emotional support.
Yeah, actually can.
That's amazing.
And it's not like if you speak to your sister about your mum, then they're quite biased. So then if you speak to somebody that's not biased at all, and it's not, just a quick chat with them, and then a real life chat actually works.
But like if someone actually like walks up to you to say, look, I'm struggling, I don't know what to do, like how do you try to like calm them down, or what sort of things would you say to them?
I would just listen to them, because usually their head's so filled with information that they just want to actually get out, and they're struggling to actually process what's going on in their head, that it might come out and total just make no sense. Just listen to them and let them get it all out first before you intervene with it.
I think we really underplay the power of listening. Like when you listen to someone, you really do them a big favor without even saying anything in the first place.
Yeah, definitely, I agree 100%.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really do appreciate that, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. You're never alone, and you don't have to struggle in silence. Pieta House provides a safe space to seek help. That's www.pieta.ie. Speaking up is the first step.